Hi, this is Trey Baxter, and welcome to my movie review of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I saw it this afternoon, actually. Saw it in 3D. That's my ticket. There it is. You can see that. Focus, focus. There it is, Turtles 3D. Anyway, of course, this is I guess a reboot or revamp, whatever you want to call it, of the one that came back out in the, I think in the 80s, right? I think it was the 80s. Maybe it was the 90s. Anyway, about the four mutated turtles and the Shredder and Splinter. But anyway, in this one, of course, the stars Megan Fox, she plays April O'Neil. You have Will Arnett as Vernon Fenwick, her camera operator, and William Fichtner as Eric Sachs, a businessman, local businessman, and then you have the turtles. Now, Whoopi Goldberg is in this as well. She plays the boss. April O'Neil's a reporter who's working at this. I think it's a TV station, right? I think. Is it a TV station? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, it's a TV station. Yeah, because Vern Records a cameraman. Why do you have a cameraman? But it wasn't. Yeah, so she works at it, and she's trying to get her big break and trying to not cover fluff stuff. All the fluff stuff. The phony exercising stuff they have her do in the beginning of the movie, and she's trying to find out. And they kind of give you a little preamble before, as the movie starts, about how the Foot Clan is taking over New York City and causing all kinds of crime and stuff, and how the police are trying to fight back. And like I said, William Fichtner plays a local businessman who's trying to help the police combat this wave of crime. And of course, into this fray comes, of course, the Ninja Turtles. One day, April O'Neil basically gets caught when the Foot Clan tries to draw out the Ninja Turtles, who kind of playing hit and run and kind of breaking up some of the Foot Clan operation. And they take over a subway station, and April O'Neil gets caught up in that. And of course, they come to the rescue, and they wind up saving everybody, and of course, and disappearing. And of course, like you see in the trailer, April O'Neil follows them, and she starts taking pictures of them, and then they, of course, snatch the phone from her, and then that's when she discovers who they really are. And of course, nobody believes her, of course. And then you find out exactly how the Turtles came to be, that they're actually, well, I don't want to spoil them. I don't want to spoil them. Let me just tell you about this movie. This movie is just average and very predictable. Did I enjoy parts of it? Yes. But for the most part, it's totally predictable. Okay, the best part of the movie to me were the Turtles, specifically Michelangelo. He was my favorite. He had me cracking up, and he was my favorite turtle, of course. And they changed the origin of the Turtles, different from the 90s version of it, and I think different from the comic books. I think the current version in this movie is the way the current comic book is. Put it that way without spoiling it. For those who haven't read it, or for those who read it, they know what I'm talking about. Okay, but like I said, the movie is totally predictable, and you know where things are going to be. And once you saw it, like I said, once I saw William Fichtner in it, and he was a local businessman trying to help the police, you could pretty much predict how his character was going to be. Okay, that's how totally, like, paint by the numbers and by the book, you can tell that his character was going to be. Okay, so that that wasn't enjoyable. And Will Arnett is Vern, who's basically the cameraman, basically trying to hit on April O'Neil constantly, of course, which she totally ignores. Was really, really annoying to me. He wasn't funny at all to me. He was just really, really annoying. Okay, and like I said, the best part of the movie to me were the Turtles. Okay, they, like I said, Michelangelo was hysterically funny, and Raphael was, of course, his mean, tough self as usual. I think that, and Donatello, scientific. I think the turtle that got the least bit of development was Leonardo. Who's the the leader. Okay, and they kind of tie in April's to their origin. They tie her in to the Turtles and Splinter's origins. Like I said, I like the 90s version better. I think that origin story worked better, and I like that movie in general better. And this movie, Shredder, is basically more of not a sidekick, but a sort of a silent partner, I guess, in a way. It's not his scheme, and their master plan to me was just kind of ridiculous because the main villain, Wayne Fichtner, was already rich, so I mean his master plan to me didn't make any sense. Okay, he already is rich and had tons of power, but maybe they're trying to say once you have power, taste the power you want as much power as you can, and you get and it blows your head. But like I said, a lot of terrible corny jokes in this. Like I said, the Turtles, you expect them to have corny jokes in this, specifically Michelangelo, because that's what that's their whole. They're supposed to be teenagers, okay? And I think, like I said, they were the best part of the movie, and I kind of wish that they were in the movie more, okay, than the humans. And like I said, I think this movie is going to make a lot of money over this weekend. Like I said, for nostalgia, a lot of people that like the movie. I think this movie is going to make a lot of money this weekend, and hopefully, if they do make a sequel, they'll get a better script for it. I just think this story was totally predictable, and you could, like I said, it was kind of paint by the numbers. Bad guy has a scheme. Turtles have to stop him. Okay, Turtles get in trouble. Turtles got to get out of the trouble. They come together and defeat the bad guy, which is pretty much everything, I guess. But I guess the execution of it, I think was inferior. I think the script, again, like I said, I think the script was weak. And as far as Megan Fox is concerned, she was okay. She wasn't horrible. Like I know people say she's horrible, but she wasn't horrible. I mean, I think she did the best she could with her character. The way it was written, I think she did the best that she could. Like I said, I didn't have too much of a problem with her. I just thought the script was weak in this story. And like I said, the best part to me were the Turtles. Okay, and I kind of wish that they were in there more. But like I said, maybe the sequel, now that they're out into the world, that maybe the sequel will focus more on them, okay, and less on the humans, and it would probably make a better movie. But that's just my opinion. Okay, like I said, was I entertained? Certain parts of it, yes, but the pacing I think was kind of off, and I just thought the script was weak. And like I said, they changed the origin story around, and I have a problem with them changing it around. They kind of tied in April O'Neil to their origin, which wasn't that bad, but it just, I don't know, it just didn't wow me. The movie, like Guardians last week, wowed me. It had me fully engaged, it had me laughing, cheering. Okay, occasionally, like I said, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles made me laugh because of Michelangelo and his jokes and stuff, and the interaction between the turtles themselves. I like that part of it, but everything else is kind of weak sauce. And like I said, a very weak villain to me, in my opinion. Okay, with a very weak master plan. Anyway, let me know what you think of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'll tell you, I'm going to give it a 6.5. Okay, and that's mostly because of the turtles and some good action sequences. Like I like the snow that you see in the trailer. That snow sequence, I like that. That sequence was nice. Okay, and I like the sequence on top of the building towards the end. Those are two things that, like I said, that a couple of the action scenes were okay, but I don't know, just it wasn't a story that wowed me. That's what I want to say. It wasn't a story that wowed me, okay, which just didn't. So I'm going to give Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2014 edition a 6.5, and like I said, hopefully if they make a sequel, they will get a better script, okay, and just maybe have Casey Jones too in this, and Byrne too. I mean, his character just real on that, just very, very annoying. It wasn't funny at all to me, just very, very annoying. Okay, and Michelangelo is my favorite. Okay, I'll just put it that way. Anyway, let me know what you think. If you like this review, please hit the subscribe button down below. And this is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care.